Picture this scenario. You're finally settling into that peaceful, dream-filled sleep you've been craving all week. The gentle rhythm of your breathing syncs with the quiet night air, and for the first time in months you feel truly relaxed. But then, like clockwork, that familiar urge strikes. Your bladder feels full, insistent, demanding attention. You reluctantly leave the comfort of your bed, stumble through the dark hallway, and find yourself once again in the bathroom. This isn't a one-time occurrence. It's a nightly ritual that's become all too familiar for millions of men worldwide. If you're nodding your head right now, recognizing this scenario from your own life, you're not alone. This disruption to sleep, this constant battle with nature's call, is more than just an inconvenience. It's a clear signal from your body that something needs attention. But here's what most men don't realize. Those midnight bathroom trips aren't just disrupting your sleep patterns. They're actually your prostate's way of sending you an urgent message. Your body is trying to tell you something important, something that could dramatically impact the quality of your golden years. The uncomfortable truth is that there's a conversation that should be happening in every doctor's office after men turn 60. A conversation about prostate health, about prevention, about taking control before symptoms become severe. Yet remarkably, this crucial discussion rarely takes place. Why? Because most men assume these symptoms are simply part of aging, an inevitable sentence they must accept and endure. But what if I told you that this assumption is completely wrong? What if I shared with you that there are 3 simple, scientifically proven daily habits that can revolutionize your prostate health? Habits so effective that research has shown them to be more beneficial than many expensive medications currently on the market. Before we dive into these transformative habits, let's take a moment to appreciate the remarkable organ at the center of our discussion. Your prostate is a small, walnut-sized gland that plays a crucial role in male reproductive health. Located just below your bladder, this tiny but mighty organ surrounds your urethra, the tube that carries urine from your bladder out of your body. Think of your prostate as nature's perfectly designed ring, positioned strategically to support your urinary and reproductive systems. When you're young, this gland functions smoothly, maintaining the delicate balance between these 2 essential bodily functions. However, as the years progress and hormonal changes naturally occur, this once perfect system begins to show signs of wear. The aging process causes your prostate to gradually increase in size, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. As this growth occurs, the gland begins to press against the urethra, creating a situation remarkably similar to stepping on a garden hose. Just as stepping on a hose restricts water flow, an enlarged prostate restricts the flow of urine, leading to the frustrating symptoms that millions of men experience daily. This condition is incredibly common, more so than most men realize. By the time men reach their 60s, over half are already experiencing some degree of prostate-related urinary symptoms. As we move into our 70s, this number climbs to approximately 70%. These statistics aren't meant to alarm you, but rather to emphasize just how normal and manageable these issues can be when approached with the right knowledge and strategies. The symptoms of prostate enlargement aren't subtle. They're impossible to ignore once they begin to manifest. You might notice difficulty starting urination, requiring extra effort and concentration just to begin the flow. The stream that once flowed strong and steady now seems weak and inconsistent, leaving you standing there longer than you'd like. Perhaps most frustrating is that persistent feeling that your bladder never fully empties, no matter how long you wait or how hard you push. This sensation creates a constant underlying discomfort, a nagging reminder that something isn't quite right with your body's natural processes. And then there are those nighttime interruptions, the bathroom visits that transform what should be restful sleep into fragmented, exhausting episodes. These trips aren't just inconvenient, they're stealing precious hours of restorative sleep that your body desperately needs to function at its best. But here's the revelation that changes everything. You don't have to accept these symptoms as inevitable consequences of aging. There are natural, scientifically proven methods to not only prevent, but in many cases, reverse these issues. The key lies in understanding and implementing 3 simple daily habits that work in harmony with your body's natural processes. Let's begin with the first habit, something that might seem deceptively simple but holds tremendous power when executed correctly. I call this approach smart hydration, and it's about much more than simply drinking water throughout the day. Most people think they understand hydration, but there's a crucial element that's often overlooked: timing. The secret to effective hydration for prostate health isn't about how much water you consume, but rather when you consume it. This distinction is absolutely critical to understanding how to optimize your urinary health. When you don't maintain adequate hydration throughout the day, your urine becomes highly concentrated. This concentration creates a perfect storm of irritants, toxins and substances that directly irritate both your bladder and prostate. This irritation leads to inflammation, which in turn worsens all the symptoms we've discussed. It's a vicious cycle that many men unknowingly perpetuate through poor hydration habits. The solution is elegantly simple, yet remarkably effective. The strategy involves drinking the majority of your daily water intake during the morning and afternoon hours. This approach ensures that your prostate remains properly hydrated and functioning optimally throughout the day when you're most active. However, the real magic happens after 6 o'clock in the evening. During these evening hours, you should drastically reduce your water intake. Instead of large glasses or continuous sipping, limit yourself to small sips only when you feel genuinely thirsty. This approach gives your bladder the break it desperately needs during nighttime hours. The results of this simple timing adjustment can be transformative. Research has consistently shown that men who follow this smart hydration pattern report up to a 40% reduction in nighttime bathroom trips. Consider what this means for your quality of life. Deeper, more restorative sleep that leaves you feeling refreshed and energized each morning. This isn't just theoretical advice. It's a practical strategy that thousands of men have used to reclaim their nights and improve their overall well-being. The beauty of smart hydration lies in its simplicity. It requires no special equipment, no expensive supplements, and no complicated routines. It's simply about being intentional with when you drink your water. Our second habit introduces an approach that many men initially dismiss as too simple to be effective. However, the science behind this practice is both compelling and powerful. I refer to this as the strategic walk, and it involves incorporating short, light walks into your daily routine at specific times. Specifically, I'm talking about taking a brief 15 to 20-minute walk immediately following your main meals. At first glance, this might seem like an insignificant activity, but don't let its simplicity fool you. The scientific foundation supporting this practice is robust and well documented. Here's how it works. Every time you eat, particularly meals containing carbohydrates, your blood sugar levels experience a natural spike. This elevation is completely normal and expected. However, the duration and magnitude of these spikes can have significant implications for your overall health, including prostate function. When you take a short walk immediately after eating, your muscles begin to utilize that elevated blood sugar as immediate fuel. This process prevents the dramatic spikes that would otherwise occur, helping to maintain more stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. Research published in the prestigious journal Diabetes Care demonstrated that 15-minute walks after each meal were actually more effective at controlling blood sugar throughout the day than a single, longer 45-minute walk. But how does blood sugar management relate to prostate health? The connection is both direct and significant. Chronic blood sugar spikes contribute to systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. Modern medical science has established that chronic inflammation serves as one of the primary triggers for prostate enlargement, cellular changes, and increased risk of more serious health issues. By incorporating these strategic walks into your post-meal routine, you're not simply taking casual strolls around the neighborhood. You're actively combating inflammation at its source, providing powerful protection for your prostate health while simultaneously improving your overall metabolic function. The beauty of this approach lies in its accessibility. These walks don't need to be intense or exhausting. A relaxed, comfortable pace around your block after lunch or dinner is perfectly adequate. The time investment is minimal, just 15 minutes added to your daily routine. But the potential return on investment for your prostate health is substantial and long-lasting. We've now arrived at the third habit, and I must warn you, this is the one that surprises most men when they first hear about it. This topic often generates silence and discomfort, but as a medical professional, I believe it's crucial to address it with the seriousness and respect it deserves. I refer to this practice as natural prostate cleansing, and the scientific evidence supporting its benefits is both compelling and well documented. The research comes from one of the world's most respected institutions, Harvard University. In a landmark study that followed over 30,000 men for nearly 2 decades, researchers made a groundbreaking discovery that has profound implications for prostate health. The study revealed that men who engaged in regular ejaculation, approximately 21 times per month or more, demonstrated up to a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Now, I understand that the number 21 times per month might initially seem high, but for many men, this represents a healthy and completely normal frequency. So why does this practice offer such significant protection? The explanation is both fascinating and straightforward. Regular ejaculation functions as a natural cleansing mechanism for the prostate. Think of it as an internal housekeeping service, systematically flushing out old secretions, dead cells, and potential toxins that might otherwise accumulate within the gland. This accumulation of cellular debris and potential irritants can lead to inflammation and cellular damage over time. By facilitating regular removal of these materials, ejaculation helps maintain optimal prostate function and reduces the risk of problematic cellular changes. It's important to address this topic with complete clarity and medical accuracy. The Harvard study specifically concluded that the health benefits are associated with the frequency of ejaculation itself, regardless of whether it occurs with a partner or through solo activity. I recognize that for many men, particularly those without steady partners, this topic can feel uncomfortable or awkward to discuss. However, from a strictly medical and health perspective, I want to emphasize that this is a completely normal biological function that offers measurable health benefits at any age. If this topic makes you feel uncomfortable, I strongly encourage you to discuss it openly with your urologist. This is fundamentally a health conversation, and there should be no shame or judgment associated with optimizing your prostate health through natural means. Understanding how these 3 habits work together is crucial to maximizing their individual and collective benefits. Each practice addresses different aspects of prostate health, creating a comprehensive approach that supports your body's natural functions while preventing the progression of age-related changes. Smart hydration ensures that your prostate remains properly nourished throughout the day while reducing nighttime irritation. The strategic walks help manage systemic inflammation and blood sugar levels, addressing one of the root causes of prostate enlargement. Natural prostate cleansing provides regular maintenance and cellular turnover, preventing the accumulation of potentially harmful materials within the gland. When implemented together, these habits create a synergistic effect that's greater than the sum of their individual parts. They work in harmony with your body's natural rhythms and biological processes, providing sustainable long-term benefits without the need for expensive medications or invasive procedures. Before we conclude our discussion of these transformative habits, I must emphasize an absolutely critical point that comes not from a content creator, but from a medical professional with years of experience treating patients with prostate concerns. Nothing we've discussed today replaces the importance of regular checkups with your urologist. For men over 60, annual prostate-specific antigen tests and digital rectal examinations remain vital tools for maintaining optimal health. Early detection continues to be your greatest ally in ensuring effective treatment and maintaining a long, healthy life. These three habits are powerful tools for prevention and maintenance, but they don't replace professional medical monitoring. Regular screenings can identify potential issues before they become serious problems, allowing for early intervention when treatment options are most effective. The effectiveness of these approaches isn't theoretical. It's based on real-world results that I witness in my practice every day. Men who have adopted these simple practices consistently report remarkable improvements in their quality of life. They describe sleeping through the night for the first time in years, feeling more confident in social situations, and experiencing a renewed sense of vitality and well-being. However, I recognize that some men are dealing with symptoms that are already quite bothersome, or they're seeking faster results than these natural approaches might initially provide. In these cases, addressing the underlying cause of inflammation becomes even more critical. For men seeking more immediate symptom relief, there are additional natural approaches that have shown impressive results in clinical settings. One particularly effective method involves a simple 15-second bedtime ritual that has helped many patients reduce prostate swelling and alleviate frustrating symptoms like constant dribbling and urgent bathroom needs. The beauty of this approach lies in its natural methodology, avoiding the potential side effects commonly associated with pharmaceutical treatments. Unfortunately, effective natural solutions like this often receive less attention because they don't generate the same profit margins for pharmaceutical companies. If you're genuinely frustrated by interrupted sleep or embarrassed by frequent bathroom trips, there's additional information available that explains exactly how these advanced natural approaches work. The resources are readily available in the description below this video, providing you with detailed guidance on implementing these techniques effectively. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these three habits surprised you the most? Which one resonates with your current situation and lifestyle? Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts, questions, or experiences. I make it a priority to read and respond to comments personally whenever possible. I also love hearing from viewers around the world, so please let me know what city or country you're watching from. Building these connections with viewers is one of the most rewarding aspects of sharing health information through this platform. If this video has provided value and insight into managing your prostate health, the best way to show appreciation is by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to enable notifications so you never miss future videos on men's health topics. Perhaps most importantly, please consider sharing this video with friends, family members, or colleagues who might benefit from this information. Quality health education shared at the right time can literally make a difference in someone's life, potentially preventing years of discomfort and frustration. To continue this educational journey and take even better care of your health, be sure to watch the additional video that will appear on your screen, where I'll reveal the specific foods that best support prostate health. This information builds upon the habits we've discussed today, creating a comprehensive approach to maintaining optimal prostate function as you age. The men I've treated over the years who have embraced these approaches consistently report feeling more confident, sleeping better, and enjoying a renewed sense of vitality. But what truly amazes me isn't just the improvement in their physical symptoms. It's the transformation I witness in their entire outlook on life. These men rediscover activities they had abandoned, reconnect with hobbies they thought were behind them, and most importantly, they reclaim their independence and self-assurance. You see, prostate health isn't just about bathroom habits or medical statistics. It's about maintaining your dignity, your confidence, and your ability to live life on your own terms. When men take control of their prostate health, they're essentially taking control of their future, and the results are nothing short of remarkable. What many men don't realize is that prostate health serves as a barometer for overall male wellness. The prostate gland doesn't operate in isolation. It's intricately connected to your cardiovascular system, your hormonal balance, your metabolic function, and even your mental health. When your prostate is functioning optimally, it's often a sign that your entire body is operating in harmony. Think of your prostate as the canary in the coal mine, an early warning system that alerts you to potential health issues before they become serious problems. The symptoms we've discussed aren't just inconveniences. They're your body's way of communicating that it's time to pay attention to your overall health and wellness. This connection becomes even more apparent when we examine the science behind inflammation. Chronic inflammation, which we've identified as a key factor in prostate enlargement, is also linked to heart disease, diabetes, cognitive decline, and numerous other age-related conditions. By addressing prostate inflammation through our 3 daily habits, you're actually tackling one of the root causes of multiple health concerns simultaneously. Let's dive deeper into the fascinating science that makes these habits so effective. When we talk about smart hydration, we're not just preventing concentrated urine from irritating the prostate. We're also supporting the intricate balance of electrolytes and minerals that your prostate cells need to function properly. Your prostate gland contains specialized cells that require specific nutrients and hydration levels to maintain their structure and function. When you're dehydrated, these cells struggle to perform their essential roles, leading to cellular stress and inflammation. By maintaining optimal hydration during the day, you're essentially providing these cells with the raw materials they need to stay healthy and resilient. The strategic walking habit works through an equally fascinating mechanism. When you walk after meals, you're activating something called the muscle glucose uptake pathway. This biological process allows your muscles to absorb glucose from your bloodstream without requiring insulin, a process that becomes increasingly important as we age and our insulin sensitivity naturally declines. But here's the twist that most men don't know. This same pathway also activates anti-inflammatory signaling throughout your body. Every step you take after a meal sends chemical messages that tell your immune system to stand down and reduce inflammation. It's like having a built-in anti-inflammatory medication that you can activate simply by taking a walk around the block. The natural prostate cleansing habit reveals perhaps the most counterintuitive aspect of male health. For decades, society has treated this topic with embarrassment and silence, but modern medicine has completely reframed our understanding of its importance. Regular ejaculation doesn't just clear out old cellular debris, it also stimulates the production of fresh, healthy prostate fluid. This process is similar to how exercise stimulates muscle growth. Regular stimulation actually makes the prostate stronger and more resilient over time. The Harvard study I mentioned earlier revealed something even more intriguing. Men who maintained regular ejaculation frequency showed better cellular turnover in their prostate tissue. This means their bodies were more efficient at replacing old, potentially problematic cells with fresh, healthy ones. It's essentially like having a biological maintenance crew that keeps your prostate in optimal condition. While these 3 daily habits form the foundation of prostate health, they're most effective when integrated into a broader lifestyle approach. Consider them the cornerstone of a comprehensive wellness strategy that addresses all aspects of male health after 60. Sleep quality, for instance, plays a crucial role that's often overlooked. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you feeling tired, it also disrupts hormone production, increases inflammation, and weakens your immune system's ability to maintain prostate health. When you implement smart hydration and reduce nighttime bathroom trips, you're not just getting better sleep, you're creating the optimal conditions for your body to repair and regenerate prostate tissue. Stress management is another critical factor. Chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol and other stress hormones that can directly impact prostate function. The relaxation and stress relief that comes from regular walks and better sleep creates a positive feedback loop that supports all aspects of prostate health. What I've learned from treating thousands of patients is that consistency trumps intensity every time. These 3 habits aren't about dramatic, life-changing efforts. They're about small, consistent actions that compound over time to create remarkable results. The men who see the most dramatic improvements aren't necessarily the ones who make the biggest changes overnight. They're the ones who commit to these simple practices day after day, week after week, month after month. It's the power of compound consistency, small actions that build upon each other to create transformative results. This is where the real magic happens. Your body begins to recognize these consistent inputs and responds by optimizing its own natural healing and maintenance processes. It's like training your biological systems to operate at peak efficiency through gentle, consistent guidance rather than forceful intervention. As we continue this educational journey together, remember that taking control of your prostate health is one of the most empowering decisions you can make as you enter the later chapters of your life. These aren't just medical recommendations, they're invitations to reclaim your vitality, your confidence, and your independence. The men who embrace these habits often tell me that the benefits extend far beyond what they initially expected. They report improved energy levels, better mood, enhanced cognitive function, and a renewed enthusiasm for life that they hadn't experienced in years. This is the true power of addressing health at its root cause rather than simply managing symptoms. In our next discussion, we'll explore the specific foods and nutrients that support prostate health, building upon the foundation we've established today. You'll discover how certain dietary choices can amplify the benefits of these 3 habits, while others might undermine your progress. But for now, focus on implementing these 3 simple yet powerful practices. Start with one habit, master it, then add the next. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every day you make choices that support your prostate health, you're investing in a future filled with vitality, confidence, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Your health journey doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. Sometimes the most profound changes come from the simplest practices, consistently applied over time. These 3 habits represent your roadmap to better prostate health and, by extension, a better quality of life. The question isn't whether you can do this, it's whether you're ready to take the first step toward the vibrant future you deserve.